Penalties. I'm doing a lot of research on penalty shootouts this week. Yarmolenko with an effort. Yarmolenko with a wonderful goal! Ukrainians sink to their knees in disbelief at the skill of Yarmolenko, who's done it again. Everyone identified him as the danger man. There is nothing you can do to defend against skill like that. Maybe he ought to have been closed down, but it's still a wonderful strike from the 25-year-old. And Dinámo goes ahead in the tie for the second time. Disbelief on the face of Seamus Coleman, and no doubt on his manager too. Absolutely world-class strike. Took a position 15 metres behind the defence so he could get some space. Gareth Barry couldn't get near him, and Tim Howard just stood and admired that one. Not a bad strike, Tim, was it? 1-0. The Olimpijski is alive now for sure. It's 2-2 on aggregate, but the Ukrainians fell after Valia Blokin's departure. Very disappointing season last season for Dinámo. Is Atsu. A claim of handball there. Now it's Lukaku. That's an equally stunning strike. Everton back in front. Romelu Lukaku again, his 8th goal in the Europa League. It's 1-1. We're only 1 goal away from extra time now, but Everton have the initiative and the crucial away goal for them, and if they score another away goal they would be in a very dominant position, because then Dinámo would have to win by 4 goals to 2. Romelu Lukaku has been on fire this season in the Europa League. Natsu's shot was blocked. He took a touch to steady himself, and it was a fine hit from the Belgian, only 21 years of age. Well, he now joins the team in white. Enzo firmly. Sidorchuk did well. Teodorchuk rather let it run. Now it'll come out to Yarmolenko and Husiev. Husiev into the middle, and it comes to Teodorchuk! The Polish frontman has put Dinámo back in front in what is proving to be an amazing first half. The hero here again, he scores in the Olimpijski for the 3rd match in succession. What a team selection from Serhii Rebrov. Heaven made to pay for poor defending. And Łukasz Teodorchuk gives Dinámo the lead again on the night, and we are back all square on aggregate. Standing ovation from the president even. Piotr Poroshenko brought to his feet by that moment. Poor clearance from Atsu got them into trouble. It left Husiev in space. Husiev's ball in wasn't dealt with by the central defender. Alcaraz watched it go over his head. It bounced off Yarmolenko, and Teodorchuk did the rest. So now we would be heading for extra time if there's no more goals, but you don't think there won't be any more goals, do you? Didn't think you did. 3-3 on aggregate. Dinámo has only ever once been involved in a penalty shootout in the UEFA Champions League 2nd qualifying round in the last century. The last penalty that day when they beat Wisła of Poltava by 4 goals to 2 in the shootout. And Szypkowski was their goalkeeper back then as well, 6 years ago. Looking for another one here, Teodorchuk, and here's Miguel Veloso deflected in! We will not have a penalty shootout, we will not have extra time, but we might have Dinámo in the next round. It's 3-1 after 36 minutes of a crazy first half of the Olimpijski. Well, Everton's defence is handing out gifts here. Miguel Veloso, a scorer in the last round against Kangom, with the aid of a deflection, I think, has got another goal. Well, it isn't job done. They shouldn't start celebrating like this just yet. 1 goal for Everton will put them in front, but Miguel Veloso has given them the advantage. He's just been left out of the Portuguese squad for the European Championship qualifier against Serbia next weekend. And he's answering in the finest possible way here. Danilo Silva's ball forward. Then what happened with the defenders here? Alcaraz again involved, beaten by the vastly smaller Miguel Veloso, and I think it did come off Coleman. Alcaraz had then gone out of position. Coleman blasted it home. Veloso blasted it home off Coleman, and that is an excellent goal for him and his side. Third of the season in the Europa League. But if they concede, it won't be all square. They will be trailing on away goals, and so I think it will be a mistake for Serhii Rebrov's team to try to concentrate on defence against a team as talented as Everton. Keep going the way they are, they might get another goal and they might have a little bit of breathing space. Bukani warming up. Karamash and Kravietz as well. Flick on from Teodorchuk. Husiev cannot get there. Coleman can. Veloso still preferring to wear the gloves. Teodorchuk out wide. Teodorchuk gets the return. Danger here. Gets it into the area. It stops. Husiev again. Husiev makes it 4-1. Alier Husiev always seems to score the crucial goals, and he's done it again. Well, Everton's defending this evening has been absolutely total contrast to how they performed against Newcastle the weekend. They thought they turned a corner, but they are just letting Dinamo come at them, and now they must score two, or England will have no representatives in the quarter-finals in Europe this season. What a wonderful performance from Dinamo this is. They had to keep going forward, and for Alier Husiev, it's a fitting reward for his tireless display again this evening. But Sidorchuk's run was good, and no one could stop him. And Husiev was not allowed one, he was allowed two bites of the cherry. And the very likeable Ukrainian midfielder, at the age of 31, 32 in a month's time before the final. He's got his fourth goal in the last 5 games. 4 years ago, and the last English team they beat here, rather. Good effort. Oh, what a strike that is! It's 5-1, and Tunes with an audacious strike. What an astonishing hit that is! And when it's not your night, Tim Howard, it is not your night. There seemed no danger whatsoever, but the ball just kept on going. Petr Poroshenko has not had much to smile about this year, but look at the broad grin on the Ukrainian president's face now. And Tunes points to the tattoo of his child on his arm. That one's for you. Disbelief among the Everton players and supporters alike. Watch this and just savour it again. Where was the danger? Not there. Kravietz with the layoff. Helped along by Rybalka. The fullback takes it there and does that. Absolutely incredible hit. Well, he joined from Malaga in January. Was sent off earlier this season against Athletic Bilbao. Scored his first goal for them at the weekend after his move to Ukraine, and on his 7th appearance he's just scored in back-to-back games. Besic has come on for McCarthy. It's just an exercise now in resting a few legs ahead of the relegation battle that Everton may yet face this season. There's just stunned disbelief on both sides here. Everyone assumed this would be such a tight game. Lukaku out wide, Barkley has hit the woodwork twice already. The belief seems to have gone from Everton now, though. will have a corner. Scant consolation. It's been a disastrous week for English sides in Europe. Arsenal and Manchester City. Dinámo ones that are just in raptures. Yarmolenko, with that effort, smashed against the crossbar. So close to making it 6. In theory, Everton are still in this one, but look at the faces of the Everton supporters. Baines delivers well and flicked into the net. Well, they get one back. It's Jagielka again. It's 5-2, and on aggregate, Everton trail 6-4. With 8 minutes remaining, they need 2 more goals. Complacency is what could do for the Ukrainian side. Straightforward corner, good run from Jagielka. Got up well ahead of the home defender. It was actually the forward Artyom Kreviets there. But a really good headed goal from Phil Jagielka. 4th goal of the season.